Phenomenal Friday. It is at BPL21. We can't wait for the matches to kick off and the finals places to be decided. This is Ringside Live at the Moama Bowling Club. Val Febo here with you for a huge Friday morning action. It's always the final two rounds that decide the final few spots of the finals, which is going to be fantastic today. And there are 7 teams in the hunt for the BPL21 title this morning. That will dwindle down to 5 by 4 o'clock. And by about 10:30 p.m. local time tonight, we'll have crowned our BPL21 winner. Val Febo here with you for Ringside Live, and alongside me once more for this clash between the Adelaide Pioneers and the Sydney Lions in a huge matchup is Connor Munnings. Connor, welcome.
Thanks, Val. It's great to be here. And these two teams, they need a win. It's simple as that. They're both currently inside the top 5, but that place is very precarious for both of them at the moment, so they'll both be looking for a good win here.
We are going to go through all of the permutations and all the ramifications for losers and so on and so forth this morning. Peter Williams also alongside us. Peter, welcome.
Yeah, thanks very much, Val. I'm looking forward to this because it's going to be changing every second of the morning's action. Who's going to be in the top 5 and who isn't. So, yeah, it should be a very big game.
We are absolutely none the wiser as to what is going to be the case this morning. The teams so far, it is Wayne Rudiger leading up for Scott Thorborn and Brett Spur leading up for Nathan Black. That's the Pioneers and Lions respectively. Then the benches, Caitlin Inch for the Pioneers with coach Les Carter and Karen Murphy for the Lions with coach Steve Glass and OAM, if you don't mind. And now the ladder. This is where it's important. The Geelong Jets, they had a top 2 spot stitched up this time yesterday. They are flying. 17 wins, 3 losses. They have not put a foot wrong this entire tournament. Their net sets of plus 22 is astronomical. They are on another planet. Can they continue that into the night session? Second spot, still more than up for grabs. The Pulse sit there now at 13 and 7. The Ospreys are 12 and 8. Just behind them. Their net sets are much stronger. The Pioneers on net sets, very, very strong as well. They're in 4th position on 12 and 8. So that means to guarantee a finals position, the Ospreys and the Pioneers simply must win this morning. That's all they have to do. It's in their hands. They win one match and they are in. They can't miss out. The Sydney Lions, however, they sit precariously in the 5, equal on wins with the Gold Coast Hawks, but their net sets are 4 stronger, but a straight sets loss for Sydney and a straight sets win for the Gold Coast bring them both right back pretty much even. Then the Melbourne Extreme, they are still in with a chance. They are 10 and 10 on an even ledger. They have missed on, I think, BPL 15. They missed just at Moama. They were on an even ledger, finished 6th, and then at BPL 17 at Moama. So it was BPL 16 at Pine Rivers, BPL 17 at Moama. They both finished on an even ledger and missed in 6th position. Hopefully for their case, doesn't happen again today because they're 10 and 10. They need to win both, but they are still a mathematical chance.
So what's going on here, Val? We've got a very good leading by Brett Spur. His first bowl was right on the jack. Got taken off, and now he's been pushed forward on his second bowl, and now they're sitting with 3. So it's looking very good for the Lions here at the moment.
Yeah, the perfect start for the Lions here, but Scotty Thorborn with a couple of bowls to come, or 3 bowls.
Wait for this one to come down, and I'll let you know the other matches that are happening right now because we'll continue to bring you ladder updates throughout the morning.
Yeah, Scotty's just gone a little bit under here, but he might get it. Ooh, no.
All right.
Just the one now, though.
The Melbourne Pulse, they play the Jets. That's a big match for the Pulse. Doesn't really mean much for the Jets. They just want to fire before tonight, but they are going to, they've already broken the record for the most wins in the preliminary rounds at the BPL. Then it's the Tridents and the Suns. That's a dead rubber. That doesn't mean much. It only means much for their respectability on the table. The Pirates and the Saints, that is also a dead rubber. The Saints losing to the Extreme meant that they couldn't make it after last night. The Extreme take on the Steamers. And then on the TV rink, which we can't see, but we can see the scores, the Hawks and the Ospreys. So the matches on rink 4, 5 and TV, all massive, as well as the one on rink 1. So 4 of these matches well and truly live rubbers.
Yeah, it's quite extraordinary how all the matchups for these final two rounds have come out like this. The 3rd and 4th playing against each other, or 4th and 5th, should I say. The Extreme playing against Moama Steamers. They need a couple of wins there. Yeah, it's quite a round.
So just on this game at the moment, Scotty Thorburn went down, got second shot. And then Nathan Black came down, took shot, pushed it over, and then Scotty's taken Jack now, and then now they're holding shot. So it's been a bit of an action first end.
Nathan Black here, looking to...
Oh, he's kicked it over for shot.
Bit fortunate there.
Yeah, he was.
Just one bowl left for each skip. This is such a pivotal match for both teams. The Pioneers looking to make the finals for the 4th successive occasion, which in this caper is not easy to do. They are always featuring, they are always thereabouts. Can Scotty and Rudy finally add the BPL to their list of accolades? They made 5 grand finals, yet to taste victory. Lost out to the Brisbane Gold, the Murray Steamers as they were known back then.
Scotty threw the hole into the ditch, 1 bowl to go.
And then
Lions holding 1.
And then also losing out to the New Zealand Blackjacks, Ali Forsyth in APL 3. Absolutely smoking one with the final bowl of the tiebreak. And then as Adelaide Pioneers players, losing to the Ospreys and Pulse.
So Brett Spur letting Nathan know that if he moves that Pioneers bowl, they can get 3. That's what he's aiming for. He's just a bit under.
So that is 1 to the Lions to start the morning. They just need to keep winning. It's in their hands at the moment. The Hawks and the Ospreys, a traditional rivalry, that one. Helensvale v Tweed. Ospreys took the first end there, 1-0.
They're both on the medium mark, both the Jack and the Mat.
If the Melbourne Extreme lose their first match against the Steamers, could probably kiss their tournament goodbye. They have to be perfect today.
Yeah, lovely start. Beautiful.
There is always some heartbreak on the final morning of a Boss Premier League. It can be absolutely devastating, but here we go. Wayne Rudiger starting nicely. It's also a good home, but Brett Spur has come to play this morning.
Has he ever? His first 3 bowls of the first end was spectacular, and he's followed that up again in his first bowl and his second end. You'd be happy with that as well. Wayne's on a good line here. Ooh, nearly identical to his first bowl. Beautiful line.
It's quite an interesting matchup here. The Adelaide Pioneers have had this lineup in their side for quite a number of years now, where for the Sydney Lions it's relatively new. Obviously, Karen Murphy has been a stalwart, the Sydney Lions, but Nathan Black, Brett Spur, second BPL.
Brett's done it again.
Yeah, you're right, Connor, and I think if you look at the consistency of this lineup for Adelaide, they've been together since BPL 13, so that's quite a long time, and they've only missed, I think, 1 event where they haven't all played together. That was last edition with Laney McGorman coming in.
Nice reply from Wayne.
And there was also BPL 18 where Scott Thorburn went down with 13 games to go, or 11 games to go in the preliminary rounds, and Nathan Black stepped in.
Yeah.
Luckily, he was there playing BPL Cup.
Yeah.
So we think the Pioneers might have 1 here.
Nathan Black looking to sink the franchise that he made his BPL debut for and his home state.
Ooh, sits right in between those. Lions bowls. I mean, sorry, Pioneers bowls. Ooh, has he got the distance? No. So Brett's called him to play through, give it a bit of a kick. And he's holding out wide. What can Scotty do here? He really doesn't want to affect the head too much. So it's a very cautious draw.
It's a precarious end for these two. Apologies for the scoreboard. I'll get that up now.
So Brett's calling him again, calling Nathan for a bit of protection because they have to make contact. So he's going to put it back left.
Scotty's down his knees, looking like he doesn't know who's holding that.
It is close. It is very, very close.
Well, the Lions are playing almost like he has to make contact.
Yeah.
So you're right there. Basically, the Lions are playing like they've got it. And the way they keep looking at it, I don't think anyone knows who's got it.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I've always said when you're uncertain, always play like you're down.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He's rocked it.
It's 1 to the Pioneers.
I think that rock took it away.
So 1-1. Start proceedings this morning. After 2 ends, it could not get any closer. No power play called as of yet by either Les Carter or Steve Glasson.
Wayne to take it off again. So at the moment it's 1 end each to Brett and Wayne. Wayne's got a good start, but sitting at 9 o'clock, just off, probably 8 o'clock, just slightly in front of Jack. He can work off that. Wayne remains with the 1. Oh, beautiful ball by Wayne. Holding 2. See if Nathan gets him to get aggressive to start with. He's got him to play a couple of metres on. Hopefully it stays up. Yes, you'd be happy with that.
Be thinking Wayne Rudiger would be looking to either change it up or finish just behind.
Yeah, you don't want to fatten the head. And he hasn't. It's probably a little bit of a nothing bowl, that bowl. He has to make him play a bit harder at it.
Yeah, what Adelaide Pioneers currently hold 2. It's well set up for the Sydney Lions.
So he's made him put more weight on. He just flew under.
Once again, Val, the Jets are soaring 4-0 up over the Melbourne Pulse after 2 ends.
That's a big result, a very big result. And if you look around the rinks, the Steamers did take the first end over the Extreme.
So Scotty will be putting something down on his forehand here to get in front or close to that back Lions bowl.
And then looking at some of the other results, the Ospreys lead the Hawks 2-1 after 3. And the Dead Rubbers,
Done it beautifully.
The Respectability Rubbers, the Suns lead the Tridents 3-2 after 3, and the Pirates lead the Saints 3-0 after 2.
Okay, Nathan needs to make contact. Changes his head. Got it. And maybe 2. Yep, 2. Beautiful bowl. It's always handy when you've got you're following your teammate who's played 2 shots at it, and you know you can adjust, and he's done it well. Yeah, good bowl. Is it enough? No.
Cut it down to 1.
Having trouble seeing the head because Scotty's right in the way. I'll lean out and have a look. There he goes. So it's still 1. So the Lions have got 1 there at that 9 o'clock bowl. Second shot will be that one behind from the Pioneers. Now Scotty's got he's got a bowl here where he can make 3. Tough on this hand. A little bit of jack. 3. Oh, he's cutting. Oh no, look at it. He's just drawn shot here without even moving the jack.
Great bowl from Scotty Forbon.
So he didn't push it over for 3, but he's got shot out of it, so he'd be happy.
One of the characters of the BPL.
Certainly is.
So on the socials, Val, you put up the other day,
Yeah.
photo of Scotty in some sunglasses.
So this is a tough shot for Nathan. He has to basically just draw under his other bowl for shot because he really doesn't want to make any movement of that jack.
He's coming, and he's done it again, Nathan Black.
So he's moved it in the right direction. He's just got the 1. So we had those Pioneer bowls on the left there, which was a bit of a risk, but he's got the jack nicely and held the 1 shot.
Sydney Lions coach Steve Glasson giving Nathan Black a bit of a hug there.
So, as we continue, it's a 2-1 lead for the Sydney Lions. That's after 3, and no power play.
Yep, no, still no power play.
What is going on? No one's calling their power plays anymore.
They're keeping in their pockets.
So double power play at the end.
Yeah, another good start from Brett. Just a bit over a foot past, in line with the jack. Wayne's got a similar speed here. Might be sitting right with him. Oh no, just in front. Happy with that.
The Geelong Jets are now 9-0 up after 3 ends.
Get out of here.
They scored a 5, and it couldn't have been on a power play, so only 4-0 up. So you can't double to 5.
Oh my God.
It's just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
So nice bowl by Brett. I don't know if he'll have shot. It's probably, let's have a look. Oh no, he could have shot. It's hard to tell. He's just pulling up a little bit short here. Won't be happy with that. The only good thing about it is he's made Brett change hands.
So the Tweed Ospreys, they are taking on the Gold Coast Hawks on the TB rink. It's 3-1 in favour of the Ospreys. That's after 4 in the opening end, so all scoring in singles. The Extreme and Steamers, they are 1-1 after 2. A couple of slow ends going through there. It's a power play called by Moama. Kevin Anderson loves to call them a little early. Created a great atmosphere last night, the Steamers and the Pirates. There was a bit of feeling in it.
Oh, he's probably knocked it in enough for shot. Yes, one shot.
So yeah, Connor, we were up there last night. There was a bit of feeling in that Moama and
It was.
Moreton Bay game.
The Steamers start off with their walkout song,
Yep.
Never Walk Alone. Had the scarves up in the air, the home crowd.
And then Ryan Burnett, he was fired up as well.
Sunk the jack.
Let the crowd know as well.
Okay, Blackie lets it go. Looks like it's cutting the head. Yep, it's gone through.
And then you led a very good sing-along, Country Road, Val.
I think it worked. We were a bit late on it the other night, but if you're here tonight, Sweet Caroline, as per usual on the final Friday night. Bit of a tradition here at the Bowls Premier League. Scott Thorborn looking to try and get the
Just
Adelaide
holding out a
Pioneers.
bit, Val. As the jack comes over from the rink next door. So Nathan just asking where they are, indicating one down by Brett. So we've got 2 Pioneer bowls on the right, 2 Lions bowls on the left. Ooh, all he had to do was rock it. It would have been shot. One good thing about it, they've got the 2 back bowls now. Scotty's going, will I do another shot or put in some protection?
The Steamers next door have taken a 4 on a power play. They're 9-1 ahead of the Extreme. And a red jack coming out for the Melbourne Extreme. So this is danger signs for the Club Sunbury franchise, who are desperate to just notch up the victory. The Steamers, they just want to disrupt what's happening in the finals. Nathan Black, his last bowler this end.
He's close, Val. He has to rock it. Oh, my God. Just fractionally missed it again. All he had to do was roll it onto its flat surface and it would have been shot.
So what's the shot here, Connor?
Let's go forward. Just be playing his backhand underneath that Sydney Lions bowl. Drag it at half a foot for 3. Wait, even less than half a foot.
Even less, yeah.
Oh, he's playing his forehand.
So I think what he's trying to do, Connor, is he's going to bowl across the head into their bowl and push it out for 3. Yeah, that was his intention. Didn't get that either.
So double power play. It's 1 to the Pioneers, so 2 apiece. Final end of the opening set. Double power play. Double shots on offer, although inconsequential really for both. I feel like the Pioneers should have used theirs then. They would have at least had the lead and something to defend, but now they don't have last bowl and they're tied.
Okay, Wayne just across the head a bit. Maybe yard through.
So we are having a small scoreboard issue, we think. Just not quite updating on our screen.
Yeah, another great start from Brett. He's led very well this game. Val next to me showing his frustration at the scores. Understandable. It's been one of those frustrating weeks, Val, with the scoreboards.
They work. It's worked 60% of the time, but the other 40 have made me want to pull my hair out. But nonetheless, we'll get a manual one up. Connor's just tapping away at the keypad to get that one working for you. It is 2 apiece. Final end.
Here's another great bowl from Brett. Sitting behind for 2. Okay, Wayne, need you now. Oh, I think he's going to cut the head. He has. He's cut the head a couple of times in this hand, so leaving them with 2, lines 2. Can Brett add another one? The way he's been bowling, I'd almost put some money on it. Oh, except he's changed hands. One of the tough hand. So he's not like me. I would just made more shots, but he's played a sensible bowl. Amongst the 3 of them, good bowl.
I think he was playing to sit the Pioneers bowl, but if he did miss, he did finish in a good spot, which he did.
Exactly.
It's the final end of this opening set. It's literally whoever wins it, it's tiebreak to win this first set. 2-2, one end shootout.
Scotty playing weight. There's the jack right through the middle.
Has he got it?
No,
He's just got one bolt.
Well, he's taken one out and also taken his own out, so they'll be sitting there with 2. So lines 1 and 1 a fair way away. But still 2. Plenty of room. Actually, so Nathan will be chucking one up. Also, a bit of protection. You've got 3 of those Pioneer bowls back there on the right. Because Scotty's definitely got a bowl backhand into that jack and can kick it directly back to there. That's what he's thinking.
Yep, backhand it is for Scott Thorburn. 2-time MVP of this competition.
Through the bowl and the jack and kicking it. Probably should have played a little bit more weight.
Yeah, he's underneath here. He's not too pleased.
No, he wouldn't be.
But the option is for the Pioneers, they do have the kill up their sleeve. If things aren't looking 100% for them, doesn't matter if they lose their power play here because we're tied. So the power play kind of just is just for show here. Nathan Black with a couple more. Scotty only has 1 to try and affect things with.
So Brett has called Nathan to put one back down there where those 3 Pioneer bowls are. Because Scotty really should be playing a 2-metre on shot through that bowl and jack, and they can pick up a 3.
Well, here it is for the set. Scott Thorburn to try and keep Adelaide in it and make Nathan Black play his last bolt. So he's on the back end again. He's definitely played a lot more weight this time.
If he needs it.
He's not going to drop short. How is he looking?
He's
Scott
close.
Thorburn very close.
But only for shot.
That's okay.
That'll do.
It doesn't matter. Only for shot. He's still holding set. And now he says, it's over to you, young fella. You've got to outdo me.
And young fella's going to play exactly the same bowl.
Timeout called. Steve Glasson looks at him and says, Blackie, take your time. The Moama Steamers will win the first set over the Extreme. It's 12-1. They have stormed to that first set. And Aaron Sheriff hasn't even laid a bowl down yet.
So Nathan's just watched Scotty's bowl come down, and basically he just has to repeat exactly the same bowl, pick up shot. If he moves the jack a bit, he's also can make a 3. Is it going to come in?
And he's not done it.
Not enough.
Great effort, but a 1 double to 2 for the Pioneers, and they take the opening set here. They are one set away, or one successful set away from a 4th straight finals appearance here. The substitutions coming on. Caitlin Inch, she is into the game. Brett Spur remains.
Okay, Wayne's come off. Caitlin's taken over. For all you bowlers out there, just watch how Caitlin concentrates on her delivery. Amazing concentration on looking for that shoulder. And a great start from Caitlin, right on the jack. Brilliant. Because the way Brett's been playing, she'll have to be on her top game, because he's been bowling very well. You'd be happy with that. Good spot.
Right, we do have our back-end scoreboard working once more. And the Adelaide Pioneers are 1 successful set away from making a 4th straight finals appearance. It beggars belief how consistent this team is, Connor, and what they are able to do. Time in, time out. You bring in Lainey McGorman, Caitlin Inch comes out, then Caitlin comes back in, and they are still in this sort of position. They could even stitch up a top 2 position today.
Yeah, I think I mentioned near the start of the comp foul that they just always seem to go under the radar, but they always make finals. They're so consistent.
Yeah, great ball, Brett.
And I think it is due to the consistent lineup, especially Scott Folber and Wayne Rudiger. Those two have been in the side nearly since their inception. They had Rebecca Van Ash playing with them in the early days, and then Caitlin Inch has come in and been there since, you were saying BPL 14, was it, Val?
BPL 13. She came in. She did play for the former Murray Steamers. She played for them when they were called the Murray Steamers. Yes. Now Moama.
Great bowl, Caitlin. And take shot. Brilliant.
And, yeah, so played for them, played a fair few additions for them, and now fully fledged Adelaide Pioneer. She said that she absolutely loves playing with Scotty and Rudy because they're just so chilled. They're good friends of hers now. They've gotten to know each other over such a long period of time, and as well as
Ready's close. And takes it. Brilliant ball.
As well as being at events together. It's a good relationship to have, and we often say in a BPL, the consistent formations are the ones that tend to do well. That's why Tweed is so successful. It's why the Pulse have become so successful, and it's why the Pioneers are such a consistent outfit.
So we've got Brett remaining in still unbelievable form with his last bowl taking Jack. He was 3 down, and now they're holding 2. This one's probably going to get second shot if it holds. Maybe not. Still 2.
It's a crucial end here to start the second set, Connor. I think Adelaide, if they can just stamp their authority and win it, just be a set and then have a lead in the second, it puts a lot of pressure on, doesn't it?
Yeah. Adelaide, we looking for this win, and as you mentioned, they have a chance to jump into top 2, depending on the results. Geelong Jets are a set-up on the Melbourne Pulse, so that second position could be open. Sydney Lions looking to secure their spot in the top 5.
But this is what I'm saying, that top 2 position is on offer for the Pioneers right here, because the way things are sitting, and the way things are sitting is actually perfect for them because, as you said, the Jets have taken the first over the Pulse. The Pulse do lead 3-0 in the second. But if the Pulse lose and the Ospreys lose, they've split the first set with the Hawks, and the Hawks, after one end in the second, lead 4-0. Adelaide win this, and the results stay that way. They're in second at the end of this.
Yeah, and it's also good for the Gold Coast Hawks if the Sydney Lions lose and they beat Tweed. They'll jump into fifth.
They will. The Melbourne Extreme, however, well, the Hawks are 7-0 to the good now after two ends in the second. So that is huge, and the Melbourne Extreme have lost the first set, and they haven't just lost it, they have been obliterated in it. So that is not good for their shot difference, but now they just need to focus on getting the win.
So the Lions are still holding two here. Nathan Black's last bowl went down for a bit of a protection, but unfortunately went into the ditch. We've got a cracker of a bowl here. Scotty takes shot. Lions holding one. No, sorry. Pioneers.
Just heard a Jack fly into the grandstands over in the Geelong Jets first Melbourne Pulse rink.
So Scotty and the Pioneers remain with one. Opening up the first game of the second set.
It's a very good start for the Adelaide Pioneers. It's exactly what they wanted. They've won at the last three ends and four of the last five.
Just wait for this bowl to finish. And just quickly touch on the other results. The Tridents versus the Suns. Tridents are 3-0 up in the second, winning the first. And the Pirates also 3-0 up, winning the first set there. And as Val mentioned, Hawks 7-0 up over the Ospreys. A tied first set, two ends in.
So we've got Karen Murphy substituting for Brett Spur here. She leads off and is holding shot. Beautiful start from Kaz.
Caitlin Inch, Commonwealth Games bronze medalist.
Karen Murphy, who does so much for bowls. Unbelievable what she does. Gaining the Sports Award this year, which was fantastic, not only for her, but the sport of bowls, lawn bowls.
The third bowler, or on-green bowler, to make it into the Sport Australia Hall of Fame. Thoroughly deserves it.
Yeah, it was a great night.
It was.
Caitlin get back her form and come slip under that, behind that one. No, runs into it. So Kaz probably holding two here at the moment. Not that yeah, she is.
Okay.
Beautiful bowling by Karen Murphy.
Well, coming on cold and absolutely nailing her line. Two pretty much on, one controlling the respot. The line magnificent across all three.
Holding three.
Could not ask for much more.
It's perfect leading. And Karen Murphy,
Exactly.
two on it, one behind.
And she's even got protection from Caitlin's bowl sitting in front of her.
Yep. You open up the Oxford Dictionary and look at the definition of leading. You'll see a picture of Karen Murphy's bowls.
Scotty slipping past, still three. Nathan Black, he can add here without getting into, without fattening their head. He sits in front of Karen's other back bowl. They're all in a line.
Steamers have taken a 2 with the opening end of the second set here against the Melbourne Extreme. So they're well on track to try and get themselves out of the doldrums of the bottom of the ladder. They don't want to finish with the wooden spoon.
So Nathan was trying to do what I was saying, but being this funny green didn't come in.
And the Melbourne Extreme looking to make the finals for the first time here at the Moama Bowling Club. The Gold Coast Hawks 7-0 in front, as we said before. They are flying high, pardon the pun, against the Ospreys. I think a Hawk would win in a fight, don't you, Connor?
What's an osprey look like? I'm going to Google that.
Isn't an osprey like a seagull?
Yeah, it's a seabird.
Yeah.
A hawk is a hunting bird, so you'd think a hawk.
I'd go for the hawk.
Yeah.
You know, one-on-one.
They're big.
Ospreys are big, but, you know.
Hawk has tenacity.
They're not famous for their fighting, the osprey.
No. So, back to the bowls. And
Anyway.
Scott Thorburn down a couple. We'll figure out what that is.
I think they're 3 down.
They're not too different in complexion.
They could be 4 down.
Scott Thorburn. Gone big, wants it to hold, and he cleared most of his out, actually. Those 3 Karen Murphy bowls, that's how good her leading was. They stayed exactly where they have been throughout the entirety of this end.
You've got to roll forward on their bowl on the right, so he may have cut that side bowl out. Yeah, Karen's going 3. Nathan just on a nice easy draw here can add another without fattening the head.
He's just being a little nervous to do so. He's
gone too far over.
So 2.
That was almost like a gimme.
Going to measure for the 3rd.
He's not happy.
No.
It's like,
that was, well, when you don't convert the free kick, it is frustrating.
Especially when it was that open.
So this is a really big measure for Karen Murphy and her team. They need to win to stay in the hunt.
So she's measuring for the... No. Has it got 3? Yes.
So it is, and all of them were Karen Murphy's. That is magnificent leading from one of the greatest ever to do it. 3-1 is the lead.
It's 4.
It's 4 in the end.
It was in that one, the one at 3 o'clock.
So it is magnificent leading, and then one magnificent bowl from Nathan Black.
He contributed.
He did. Even better for the Sydney Lions, who want to force a tiebreak here. That's massive. The Pioneers one successful set away from making it to a 4th successive finals appearance. And the way things are going at the moment, if they win this, they could be 2nd on the ladder. They need to win it, though.
Another great start from Karen.
A loss, and they are right back with the pack. The Melbourne Extreme holding a couple on the next rink over. 2 down in the second set after losing the first against the Steamers. 7-2 to the Hawks over the Ospreys in the second set. 2 ends to go there. The first was split. Hawks looking for a 2nd finals appearance since their return to the competition.
Enough for shot.
The Pulse and Jets were about to get a scoreboard update there. First set went to the Jets, quite convincingly too, I might add. Second set, we are going to get an update. It's 4-2 in favour of the Pulse after 3. So the Melbourne Pulse looking to stay in 2nd position. They want a qualifying final shot at the Jets tonight on the TV rink.
Look, Val, the Pirates are going crazy. 9-0.
Oh, I was going to say, what do you mean? They look pretty placid to me. 9-0 and already a set to the good over the Sydney Saints, and the Tridents lead by a set and 4-1 over the Perth Suns. So the Suns' dismal tournament continues.
So Caitlin just missing the jack then, but she's in a good spot behind. So they're going to be playing More backhand on this jack at the moment.
Has three consistent bowls again. While she might not have shot there, it's just superb leading.
To come on cold and drop 3 like that again, like, you know, in her second end of this match, drop the 3 that she did in the last end, and then drop those. So impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think her only problem is that they're grouped at 3 o'clock. So okay, that makes it, only one. Okay, one to Caitlin.
So Nathan Black, he's wanting to split these two. Can he get there?
He's pushing theirs for a second shot.
Extreme have taken a 4 next door. They lead at 4-2 after 2 in the second. Power play for the Steamers. So Melbourne absolutely desperate to try and get things working for them. They've never made the finals here.
Scotty will just want one just behind the jack here at the moment.
And with 1 end to go in the second set, the Hawks lead the Ospreys 7-3. If we think last year, the Ospreys, all they had to do was defeat the Tasmania Tridents in the final round, and they were into the finals. Enter Rob McMullen.
Yes.
Is history about to repeat itself? Are they about to possibly drop out of the finals? They've been sitting in the top 2 for the majority of this competition.
He has to hit a lot of bowls to push these through.
It's like there's a force field in between those. The two colours don't want to touch each other. Those two groupings.
Kaz was calling her to push it through, but physics tells you that 3 bowls, it's going to have have a fair bit of weight.
This is good from Scott Thorburn. He's going around the back. They've got 2 on the respot here. So if there is weight coming, this is a very...
Has to be.
This is a very big bowl for Nathan Black now.
But the thing is, he has to have control weight because they've got the 2 back bowls, so he really only wants to push that over a couple of times. It's the inside bowl.
Here we go. Control weight it is.
Yeah.
He's running behind it. He likes it. Nathan Black.
Oh.
What has he done? Are they 3 down? They are 3 down. So now a chance to reply immediately for Scott Thorburn. They just dropped a 4. They might be about to get one back.
Yeah, the hardest thing about that, the weight had to be all nearly perfect. Very, very hard shot. Mark is calling it 2, Val.
Okay.
2?
Yep.
Interesting. Maybe that wing bowl, the furthest right bowl on the screen of the Lions, is in the count.
Yeah.
Well, this will be at least 3. I reckon Caitlin will ask for a measure here for the 4th.
You'd think so.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree, Caitlin. We both agree.
Have to measure that.
Yeah.
Because it looks awfully close from our angle. Now looking at it without those bowls in the way, starting to think that it might not be. I doubted it. And no, that is a 4. Never doubt your eyes, Val.
No.
So
Val should be out there marking.
No, I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be. I'd be putting the wrong paddles up and all sorts of things.
Okay, power play.
So power play. It's a Sydney Lions power play. So double shots on offer for them. 5-4 second set in favour of the Pioneers.
And Val's doing a great job on the comms. He can stay here.
Leave him here, you reckon?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep.
I don't know.
Okay, see how Caitlin can start them up.
I tell you what, talking about the marker at this end is probably nearly the tallest person I've ever seen. Scotty Folburn's a tall guy, but the marker's towering over him.
He is a giant.
Once this bowl comes down, I'll switch the camera around to the end and viewers can have a look.
Oh, good ball. Sitting for shot.
See that marker next to Scotty Folburn there? Had a foot over top of him.
All right. So, the lay of the land. The Geelong Jets now 8-4 in front. They've just netted a 3 on a power play against the Melbourne Pulse. So 8-4 in front with an end to play. The Pulse need a 4. I can't see what colour jacket is out there, so not 100% sure if it's a power play or not. The Pirates lead 9-2 over the Saints after taking the first set. That's after 4, so the Pirates will win. And the Suns have taken a lead in the second set after being 4-1 down against Tasmania. It is a red jack on that far rink, so we'll bring you updates as we go along. Tridents and Suns could be on the way to a tiebreak. The Extreme lead 5-2 in the second set against the Moama Steamers. And the Gold Coast Hawks have knocked off the Tweed Ospreys. That is a huge win. The Hawks are now provisionally in the 5. And equal with wins as the Ospreys. That is a huge result.
We're 1 up here at the moment for the Pioneers. Make that 2.
And if the Pioneers win here, they will most likely be in second position at the conclusion of this round. Wouldn't that be something?
So they're 1 up on the scoreboard, 2 up on the head. This could come in. What's happening?
1 to the Sydney Lions there.
1 of the Lions. Kaz rocks 1 in.
It is a power play for the Sydney Lions, of course. Double shots are on offer.
Okay. There's plenty of room for Scotty to draw. It's heading in a good direction here. Probably just a fraction too much through. So still sitting with the Lions.
Nathan Black, one of the breakout stars of BPL20.
Yeah, he'll be one of sitting in front of that group. Cover the group.
Shouldn't say one of the breakout stars.
The
breakout star.
Or just the star. He stole the show.
Oh, he's pulling up. All right, Scotty. Need you now. What can he do? Only has to have a foot off his last one. He's got shot. No, I think it's nearly identical to his first. Pretty well same weight.
Oh, this is a great catchment, though, for the Pioneers. A wonderful catchment.
Aaron Wilson just draw a shot in the far rink.
So I think, I don't know if there's a way that the Pulse can get 4, but there is a red jack, so it's a power play. I reckon it's for Jeremy Henry and his squad. The battle of the top 2 teams looking for a place in the qualifying final. If the Pulse did win that, they would stitch up top 2.
Don't touch the jack, Nathan. No, he hasn't. He's sat exactly in front of that group, which is really where he wants to be.
Scotty has to draw this. He has got to draw this. Playing with some form of arriving weight. Has he got enough on it?
I think his weight looks better.
Caitlin likes it.
His weight.
Caitlin loves it, and
His
found
weight's the same again.
the most minuscule gap through those bowls.
Oh.
And holes are made for bowls, as the great Michael Hollywood Sorensen would say. That is absolutely ridiculous. And now, an opportunity for Nathan Black to possibly stamp their authority on this second set. The Jets have beaten the Pulse. The Extreme lead the Steamers 6-2. The Hawks have won. So bring you the entire table, or the entire finals positions, after this match, after the conclusion of it.
I think Nathan's a little bit short here.
Hasn't quite nailed it. Is it a 2? It is a 2 and doubled to 4. So we keep going up in 4s here.
And a power play to Adelaide Pioneers in response as well.
So 8-5, one end to play. Power play for the Pioneers. Double shots on offer. They need to score a 2 to end this in straight sets.
Okay. Kaz has brought the mat up. Playing to the middle mark.
Who will win this clash? It's so important for the Pioneers. They can stitch up a finals position if they lose it. And the Melbourne Extreme win. They are breathing down their necks. The Extreme might still win and be in 7th position here.
Superb start by Karen Murphy.
11 wins got you to 4th spot at BPL 20. 11's not even going to get you into the finals at BPL 21. It might be a case of needing to win 13. And the Extreme can't get to that.
Pioneers a 2 here will seal them a win.
Caitlin sit it? No. Good spot.
Anything less, we're going to a tie break.
Yep, a 2 is what Adelaide need, because it doubles to 4 and they'll win the set 9-8. The Extreme lead 6-2 on the next rink over. Their net sets might just be the things that hurt them.
Yeah, good ball. Yeah, you don't want to be sitting 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock when you're up.
So the Geelong Jets notch up an 18th victory of this campaign. They sit 5 games clear, an entire day of bowls clear at the top of the table. You play 5 a day, Connor. And that's the gap they have on top.
It's quite amazing. A record number of wins in a home and away BPL, or round robin BPL. And I don't see it being broken for quite some time.
Okay, she's made it change hands here. But she can run that jack through.
Caitlin Hinch got 2 behind, so she can afford to play with a bit of weight.
Yeah, for the position they're in, Connor, I think they're looking all right. They've got something to play to. I know, she just dobs in shot.
For now.
Both skips have a lot to play with here.
They certainly do.
It's nearly an identical head for both Sydney Lions and Adelaide Pioneers. 2 behind and 1 just a foot short for both of them.
A match we're bringing you after this as well. Ospreys and Pirates. Tweed are in an enormous amount of danger.
They've lost their last 3 or 4, Val, I
Yeah,
think.
they're struggling. And that is going to push in a little bit more, but it is sitting on its bias, sorry. So it could get moved quite easily. They're holding 1. If they can get a second in, they're holding game here, the Pioneers. And more importantly,
if we can get a second behind. Come on.
they'd be more importantly holding second spot on the ladder. And tie break next door between the Steamers and Extreme. Melbourne simply have to win the end. If they don't, they're done. That's it. And they have to play the Jets in the last round.
Nathan asking coach for some advice here on this shot. Sitting where they are, probably a good idea. Scotty just has to thin the last one up a bit, and he could come in for second shot. Oh, through the gap.
Sydney Lions now have that cover bowl. So Nathan Black, I think he'll be trying to draw shot or a very close second here. Scotty Thorburn of his last has a chance to win the Pioneers the set and ultimately the match.
All right, 2 balls to go.
Black urging it to run.
Now it's going to pull up.
So here we go. Scott Thorburn, 1 bowl to decide whether the Pioneers are going to finish this round in second position.
I mean, the good thing about that last bowl of Nathan is he's taken almost his draw away for his second shot. It's made it tough. And he just has to get round that bowl to draw a second.
We know that he can do it. He's stalking, he's watching. What has Scott Thorburn got here? What has Scott Thorburn got? It's coming. He's got perfect weight for it. He's rubbing and he's gone through. It is a 1 to the Pioneers. You double that to 2, but it is not enough.
So we go to a tie break.
So tie break to decide the winner. And once again on Rinkside Live, we are going to a tie break. For the
sixth game.
I think so.
Yep.
Pioneers have won the toss. They're going to take the mat and make it long. We don't know. Where does he want it? Mat's at the back. The tall markers, okay, full length for the last tie-break end.
So next door, the Melbourne Extreme and Moama Steamers involved in a tie-break. Moama holding at the moment, Jack McShane playing with some weight, and he's killed the Jack to the respot, which is held by the Extreme.
Could be a couple there, Val, next door.
Yep, they only need 1. That's all they need. They just have to keep winning.
Great start here.
If the Lions win this, makes it very, very difficult for the Melbourne Extreme. Even if
people were just wandering past.
So Karen Murphy just waiting patiently. Aaron Sheriff has moved to the skips position next door. So we're waiting on that one to finish as well. The Jets have won. Not sure who won out of the Suns and Tridents, but it's inconsequential for the latter. They're both 10th and 11th. It was...
Yes, the Tridents.
Tridents have won. There you go.
I think so.
Not updated as of yet.
Here's a good-looking bowl from Karen.
So I didn't see it go to a tie break. Val and Tridents won the first set.
Yeah, must have been Tassie. Not updated on the ladder as of yet. We'll get that results to you shortly or at the commencement of the final session and the final round, round 22. Caitlin Inch.
Caitlin wants this just a round Karen's bowl, sitting behind.
This really intense tie-break just continues. So Aaron Sheriff, it'll have to come down to his last bowl.
Karen's got the Jack. Yeah,
She's got it.
Oh, she's hit it sideways.
Still Adelaide. So next door, Aaron Sheriff about to send his last bowl down. Nick Carl has tugged the jack behind. It's a good finish for him. So it's up to Aaron Sheriff to down the Melbourne Extreme. Are we going to be down to 6 teams with 1 round to go? Or do the Extreme fight on? That's a
Wayne's
good
played a good bowl. He owns the tee.
The Extreme have won. They take a 4 on the tiebreak and they live to fight another day. They are 11 and 10. Their net sets is going to hurt them, I think. They just continue to find a way to be square, the Melbourne Extreme. They're 1 ahead of the ledger. Can they win a 12th against the Jets? The Jets have nothing really to play for except more records.
So at the moment, Adelaide's very well positioned here. They've got 1 on the respot, holding shot, covering bowls left, right and centre.
So at the moment, if it stays this way, the Pioneers will be 2nd at the conclusion of this match. Their final round will be up against the Gold Coast Hawks, I believe, who also need to win. Yeah, it is the Hawks.
So Brett was trying to rearrange the head there, but held out.
Has it stayed on at the back? No.
Oh. So at the moment, Adelaide's looking good. 1 on, 1 behind on the respot.
So the next round proving to be even more decisive than this one. The Hawks and the Pioneers, the Jets and the Extreme, the Pulse and the Steamers, the Lions and the Suns, the Ospreys and the Pirates, and then on the TV rink, the Saints and Trident. So the only dead rubber is actually on the TV rink. Everything else will be live.
I think if I was Scotty, I'd be putting one a little bit short here to try and stop that weighted shot. Not fattening the head. Ooh, careful, Scotty.
The Geelong Jets, the first team in history to notch up 18 wins at a BPL, including finals. And they've done it before we've even gotten to finals. The penultimate round.
Okay, Nathan here, moving the jack. He wants to move that jack.
Here is Nathan Black with his penultimate bowl of this contest. He's got 1 more to try and affect things after this. He's close. He likes it.
He's moved the jack.
He's moved it, but has he moved it to their advantage?
Still holding Adelaide.
Still 1, but it's a better 1 for the Sydney Lions.
It is.
And Aaron Delaporte sending me some very good mail here. Regardless of this result, Nathan Black has now the best winning percentage of any player in 50-plus games at BPL. 36 wins, 21 losses at 60%. That is massive.
It's not surprising, though.
No, not at all.
So Scotty coming down to try and draw a shot because he needs one closer than they've got at the moment. And he's pulled up short. So it's open for Nathan now. If Nathan puts one through either round that left bowl or through the middle of those 2 Adelaide bowls, he's got shot.
So, comes down to this.
He's got plenty of room.
Nathan Black needs to get this bowl to keep the Lions alive. You'd back him in to do this. He's been doing it all tournament, all BPL 20. And throughout his brief cameo at BPL 18, he has looked undeterred at this level. Nathan Black to sink the team that he made his debut for.
So he's going to come forehand through those bowls.
He's on the trot. He's telling it to hold. Has he got it, Nathan Black? He's very, very close. He knows he's got it. He knows he's got it. Halfway down the rink he knew. And Nathan Black keeps the Lions alive at BPL 21, the reigning runners-up.
He ends up with a toucher.
The reigning MVP. What an absolute star he is. It's 1 to Sydney. They come from a set down. They were down game on many occasions in that match. But Sydney, I think that puts them back into the top 5. It makes the next round tantalising, and what a prospect we have coming up. Peter Williams, thank you very much.
Thank you. Enjoyed that game.
What a scintillating contest it was. Connor Munnings, thank you.
Thank you, Val. We need to get ready for the next game.
Yes, we sure do. We're going to bring you that very shortly. It is the Ospreys and Pirates coming up on Rinkside Live next. We'll go through all of the ladder positions straight after that.